Okay, so I'm doing another video to explain the percentages, explain how the new contract, the new USDC contract works. All right. I think I confused a lot of people in the last video I put out. So I want to explain it a little bit better. I took down the other video to explain it better in this video. Okay. Because I don't want people, I want people to really understand. And I haven't slept in over 24 hours. So again, I'm a little bit tired. I didn't go over, I didn't explain it. The way I should have for everybody to understand the way it should be understood. All right. So very simple. All right. Let's get into it. Get into this video again. All right. So what happens is when you are on the site, right? You're on USDC. All right. You are looking at the claimable gems amount right here. The claimable USDC. Remember, you withdraw weekly, not daily. So you have to look at it on a weekly scale. You can also look at it on a daily scale, and I'm going to explain to you how that works. So let me explain how this works. I already posted the calculator. This is a percentage calculator. So the way the new contract works is it bases it on the day-to-day percentage. Okay, so and then it averages that out. That's because you average that because you only withdraw once every 7 days. So let's say, again, for today, it was set to 0.5, right? That's what it's set to, right? So that means 0.5. That's the average. It's only 1 day. Then say tomorrow, it is 2%, okay? The following day, it is 1.7%. The following day, it's 2%. The following day, it's 0.4%. The following day, it is 1.6%, okay? So is 6 days because you withdraw on the 7th day. So this would be the average for the whole week. So what you would have in your rewards here, let's say you put in, as an example, we're going to say this, you put in as an example, you put in 10,000 USDC, right? You're going to times that by 1, the average, which will be 1.3667. Oops, hold on. 10,000 times 1.3667%. That gives you that. Now, this is, again, because you withdraw once per week, you would actually times that by, as an example, if it was, come around the 7th day, you would actually times that by 7, times 7. Okay. So that's what you would be able to withdraw in total. So you times the average by 7, okay? So I didn't explain that in the last video, and I think that's where people get confused, all right? So again, excuse me, you will see it fluctuate day to day because, again, the average percentage changed as the days go on. So today it might be, or yesterday it was 0.5%, right? So as an example, if you had put in 10,000 USDC, right? 10,000 USDC, and today was 0.5, right? That's what you would see here. You would see 50 in your claimable gem section. Obviously, you can't take it out. You got to wait 7 days. But again, as an example, you would see if you put 10,000 USDC, you would see after 24 hours, if it was set to 0.5%, right, for that day, for the first day, that would mean you would have 50 in your claimable gem section here, okay? Now, let's say the next day, all right, it was, as an example, tomorrow, it's, again, is 2%, okay? So now, as an example, if you're taking this day by day, right, if you wanted to just kind of take it day by day and from that aspect, I was just breaking it down on a weekly because that's, regardless, that's you withdraw weekly, okay? So that would be the average, right? If you had a 0.5% day and a 2% day, the average is what? 1.25. So that means that, let's say tomorrow, like right now, it's set to 0.5. Let's say tomorrow it was set on the contract based on what we produce with our gem bots. It was 2%. The average is 1.25%. So that means that on the contract, it would change to 1.25%, okay? And then come around next day, the following day, day 3. Oh, that's too high. Day 3, let's say it is 1.8%, right? That means on the third day on the contract, it's going to change to 1.4333%. Okay. So hopefully you guys get it. Next day, 2%, right? So that means on the contract, the next day, it's going to change to 1.575%. And so on as the days go on. That's how it works. It bases it on the average. And you can keep this thing going. Again, it bases it on the average. So every day it changes based on the average. All right. So hopefully you understand that. I simplified it as much as possible. All right. So again, understand it's not, I want to explain this one more time. For example, today it was 0.5%. So let's say tomorrow it's 1, the next day it's 2, the next day it's 2. This day here is 0.4. This day here it is 1.6 or 1.7. This day here, or that's it pretty much, okay? And then you go to withdraw on day 7, right? This is the average. So you have this here, boom, day 1, 0.5%, day 2, 1%, day 3, 2%, day 4, 2%, day 5, 0.4%, day 6, 1.67%. The average is 1.266%. Okay. So if you take that again, if you were to put 10,000, if you had put in as an example, for example purposes only, 10,000 USDC, right? You would take that and you would times that by 1, right? If it was this amount, the average times that. Oops, I did it wrong again. All right, so all right, sorry about that, guys. I'm tired. So you put in 10,000 USDC, you would times that by 1.667%, right? So that's 1.267. And you're going to times that by 7 days because you withdraw on the 7th day, okay? So that would be what you would have available. So hopefully everybody understands that. Again, we're going to create a Google Sheet. We are going to have some integrations that are going to go on the site coming up in the next week or two. Possibly, I think it's going to be probably about 7 to 10 days before we have it. But we're going to have something down here on the site, on the USDC site, where basically you'll be able to see the percentages per day. Okay, they're going to populate here, so you guys can be able to track it right here. And then I did leave you guys this free calculator I use. You guys can use that for yourself. But again, we are going to be integrating a database on here onto the site, so that way you'll be able to see the database directly from the site. Okay, so hopefully that answered your guys' questions, and that's it. I'll see you all in the next video.